Uh, Good morning to all. Uh, Without wasting much of the time, as we are now live on YouTube also, though the number of students are seems to be less in number, but we are also live on YouTube, so students can get benefit of that learning from YouTube link also. So now I would like to introduce our eminent speaker, Mrs. Asha Naik Madam, an entrepreneur from Belgaum, Karnataka. Let me introduce her. Madam has been there in textile business, producing polyester sarees and received appreciation for her work at IITF Delhi. Unfortunately, she had to left this business because of certain reasons. Then later, sericulture and floriculture, which were her side business, became mainstream business. She added floral decoration to it, and today she is well established in this business as Blossom. Her flair for art was immediately recognized after her maiden flower show in September 2006, and she was asked to decorate the special assembly session held at Belegaon for the first time. Madam is also a certified organic farmer from Control Union Certification, Holland, having both NOP and NPOP certification to sell organic foodstuff to the US and the European Union. She is the recipient of ASPI Best Woman Farmer for the year 2010, which was imparted for her contribution in sericulture. Madam is also awarded as Best Woman Farmer 2007 by the Agriculture University Dharwad. Later on, Maharashtra government, the Department of Agriculture, along with Swami Smart Agri Development and Research and Charitable Institute, also awarded her for development and research in sericulture at Nasik. On the Women's Day this year, Annapurna Institute of Management awarded her Annapurna Manini Award. So another feather in her cap, she had the opportunity to decorate the stage of our beloved Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji when he visited Belgaum, and the very recent one being the stage decoration for our beloved President Shri Kovind ji while visiting to Belgaum for Platinum Jubilee celebration of Law College. She was invited by Government of Gujarat for vibrant Gujarat Global Agriculture Summit to address the gathering of farmers from all of India and across the globe. The ASPI Foundation has selected her to represent the jury headed by Dean of Indian Agriculture, Dr. Swaminathan sir. So I think the list is many more and so many achievements are there under her belt. So now I will hand over the session to Asha Naik Madam for her talk on value addition in flowers. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar. Thank you very much. Good morning to you all. Jai Shri Krishna. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and more so because we are going to talk about flowers. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Sanjeev Kumar for choosing me to share my experience as an entrepreneur in this webinar series of Experiential Sharing Program. Thanks to Navsari Agriculture University. Exactly 1 year ago, that is on the 26th and 27th November 2019. I, along with my husband Tejasvi, were in Navsari Agriculture University while we were on road tour of 3 months. We had an opportunity to share our experience as organic farmers to the students and a group of farming community that day. Navsari Agriculture University is very dear to us. On 1st January 2012, we were blessed to be there to receive the prestigious Shri L.M. Patel SP Award for our outstanding works in sericulture. The warm welcome and honor bestowed on us by Shri Kiranji Patel and Patel family and the university is so fresh. Feels proud to be a part of ASPI family and Navsari University. Thanks to you all. Each one has a story to say. Everyone has an experience to share. Life is not a cakewalk. And that too for an entrepreneur who has to face all the odds until he establishes and proves himself. Then, somewhere he can sustain. Nevertheless, he has to be innovative all the time. Now, let me begin with my role as an entrepreneur as florist. Though I became an entrepreneur at the age of 19, I got into this beautiful business of flowers at the age of 32 and as a profession as florist at my age of 38. So here you can note down that there is no age bar for anything. You can do wonders if you have the will to. Now it is 14 long years that I have been into designing and decorating the events with flowers and spreading happiness all over. To tell you again, we are first generation farmers. पहले हमने 1.5 एकड़ में रेशम खेती करने चालू किया. धीरे धीरे कैसे पानी का व्यवस्था होने लगा, वैसे ही खेती भी एक्सपांड करने लगे. 1.5 एकड़ से हमने ग्रेजुअली 10 एकड़ तक पहुंचे. रेशम खेती करते हैं थोड़ा डाइवर्सिटी के बारे में सोचने लगे. Then we thought of growing flowers. We started growing carnations in a greenhouse in 2002. Just as my husband Tejasvi took up the training in high-tech farming. There were a group of 30 people who took training in Belgaum. Among them, 9 of us planned to establish a greenhouse. And everyone thought of growing zebras. But Tejasvi, because he was always ready to accept challenges, he wanted to grow carnations because carnations are a little difficult to grow. 6 Groguntaka greenhouse was erected, carnation saplings were sown, and all the parameters were taken care, and the plants started flowering also at the right time. Flowers were harvested, packed, and dispatched to the commission agents to Mumbai as per the instructions of the commission agents. And here, the tutor who gave us the guidance of iFarm technology, high-tech technology, he helped us because he had a lot of contacts in Mumbai market. Initially, सब ठीक ठाक था. फ्लावर्स यहाँ से भेजते थे हम, वहाँ कमीशन एजेंट उसको सेल करता था, पैसे भेजता था. It all started going on smoothly. Suddenly, we came to know that sir, there is voice, there is lot of
Uh,
disturbance.
it is my humble request to all of you, keep your microphone in mute mode because lot of disturbances is being observed, and as we are live on YouTube, so it will not be properly audible for others.
Yeah.
So please mute your microphone. Thank you,
Thank you.
madam. Please.
Yeah. I will continue with it. When the flowers went to Bombay market, they were okay. Initially, we were like getting good price, and later on, we felt that the deserved price was not मिलता नहीं था हमको. इसलिए हमने मार्केट चेंज की. वी थॉट ऑफ गोइंग टू दिल्ली मार्केट. दिल्ली मार्केट में भी ऐसे ही कमीशन एजेंट को पकड़ा, वहां से फूल बेचने लगे. वहां का भी पैसा व्हाट इट द डिजर्व्ड क्वालिटी वाज सो गुड ऑफ कार्नेशंस, लेकिन उसका पैसे नहीं मिल रहा था ठीक ठाक से. देन वी थॉट वी विल ट्राई इन बैंगलोर. बैंगलोर में भी ट्राई की, वहां पे भी सेम स्टोरी. देन व्हाट वी थॉट, well, we had Belgaum is a small place, small city, and 14 years ago, though there were no florists also. Hardly one or two people who were doing this har pura and all. They were into this floral business. So हमने क्या सोचा, एक बंदे को पकड़ा है यहाँ से और उसको बोला, आपका ये शॉप में हम सब कुछ ग्रो करके भेजते हैं आपको. All filler material, all the things what you require to run a florist shop. And with this deal, we started supplying that fellow with all the materials. We started growing blue daisies, white daisies, chrysanthemums, limoniums, everything we started growing on the farm, and we started supplying to that fellow. That fellow also was very happy because everything he used to get at one stretch in one at a time, and home delivery था उसको शॉप के लिए. But during season and during marriage season, he was taking flowers from us. Once the season कम होने लगा, he started telling us, you don't harvest now. अभी आपने फ्लावर मत हार्वेस्ट करो. लेकिन फ्लावर्स तो फार्म पे ग्रो होना ही, it was continuously growing there. We could not do anything with it. This started pinching us. अभी क्या करना है? So I and my husband just thought, फार्म पे एक फ्लोरिस्ट शॉप रन करने के लिए सब कुछ है, फिर क्या कमी है? सिर्फ एक फ्लोरिस्ट की कमी है. चलो ये भी करके देखेंगे. I had a flair for this floral arrangements in some of the competitions I used to take part, and वहाँ prizes भी मिल रहा था मुझे. So my husband thought, okay, now if she takes up a little training, ये भी हो सकता है. Then we can start adding value to the flowers what we grow and florist बन सकते हैं. इसलिए हमने क्या की, where to get this training was a big question mark again. Bangalore is the right place. Bangalore is just 500 kilometers away from Belgaum. And in Bangalore, we had a lot of relatives and friends. And Teju's Masi was there, who came to help us. She introduced me to a florist in Ashoka Hotel. And on her request, that lady agreed to teach me the basics of floral decoration. And that is how I left my home in Belgaum under Tejasvi, and I went off to Bangalore to take the basic training over there. वहाँ से मैंने थोड़ा सा फ्लावर्स मतलब क्या है, उसका देखभाल कैसे करना है, कितने दिन फ्लावर्स टिक सकते हैं, और ये अरेंजमेंट करने के बाद कितना दिन वो रह सकता है, ये सब बेसिक्स मैंने सीखा वहाँ से. And now came back to Belgaum with a little training, and now what to do, how to implement it. So what I started, one of my friend helped me in this. She came forward, and I used to make a small little arrangements in small pots and take them to the offices here, and started introducing myself as a florist, and started giving them these complimentary flower pots in their cabins, and described about the ambience, what it is going to create. And I say, chalu kiya nahi. Started introducing these flower library, changing the flower pot twice a week, ऐसा करते करते from one office I went on till the 40 office arrangements. ये करते करते I said sky is the limit. ये तो बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है. What else I can do with this? What next? So I say when I was talking to one of my friend who had kept his class in his office cabin, and many people used to come and ask him. This was the new concept in Belgaum. Belgaum में कोई न करते थे पहले. This was one I introduced these flower library in Belgaum. So people used to come whenever they came to his office. They used to ask him, "अरे beautiful flowers है, fresh flowers है, कहाँ से लेते हो?" ये ऐसा when I was discussing about my intention of growing in these flowers, he told me, Asha, why don't we put up a flower show? एक फ्लावर शो करते हैं क्योंकि बेलगाम में किसी को पता ही नहीं है ये ऐसा फूल होता है एंड दिस हाईटेक टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में किसी को पता नहीं है मैरिज में यू कैन सी ओनली ट्रेडिशनल फ्लावर डेकोरेशन सो व्हाई डोंट वी डू अ फ्लावर शो ऑर्गेनाइज अ फ्लावर शो एंड गेट इनटू दिस flower business in a better beautiful way. So I started making all arrangements. As I had many commission agents in Bangalore, I requested them. Those people, one Mr. Bimal Kumar, he said, I will send you, madam, all the flowers. सब फ्लावर्स में भेजूंगा आप वहाँ एक टाइम फिक्स करो एक हॉल फिक्स करो एंड आई विल सेंड यू द कारीगर ऑल्सो who are very well known from Assam, who all are staying in Bangalore. I will send them. And आपने फ्लावर शो का सब इंतजाम करो एक जरूरी है तो आप एडवर्टाइज करो अच्छी तरह से एक हॉल पकड़ो और एडवर्टाइज करो so all this work started happening and it was fixed on September 16th and 17th we are going to have a flower show in 2006 ऐसे हमने सारे इंतजाम किए उसके बारे में flowers came we did all the work decorated three floors of the hall and kept the flower show open to public here Belgaum में एक horticulture and floriculture association था wherein my husband had taken training in high-tech technology I mentioned you earlier all those people also came forward they got up a little sponsorship and Kumar Florist, that is KF Bioplants, who had supplied us carnation saplings, they also came of help to us. They also gave us a little sponsorship. And the major part of the money what I spent for this flower show was my real investment. And the flower show went on for 2 days. And it was such a big hit. I still remember it just started raining and I thought people won't come now because it's raining but to my surprise there was a big queue standing outside the hall to get into because this was one of its kind or there were so many comments about the flowers people were dumbstruck to see so many things and one of the lady who came there, she just told me, स्वर्ग म्हणजे काय इथं दिसतो. That means we have heard about the heaven. The heaven is created here. I will share you some pictures of flower show. You can have a look of this flower show which was created on the 16th and 17th of September 2006. These were the flowers where Belgaovites had never seen before. And this was the treat to their eyes. When they came inside the hall, they were really dumbstruck to see these flowers so beautifully arranged. And we gave them
Excuse me,
how?
madam. Sorry to
Yes,
interrupt
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, screen is not visible. Can you please make it visible for our listeners?
Screen is not visible, sir. I'm sharing the screen. It's not coming.
No, no, not visual, ma'am.
Okay. After that, after that.
Madam, you have shared the screen, but
Now,
please
yeah,
open up.
now. 1 minute, sir. Sir, now
Uh, I'm getting message from students that it is visible.
it's visible. Okay. Yeah. This is the flash show which I conducted in 2006, 16th and 17th. I'll give you the glimpse of what all flowers we used. This was actually nobody in Belgaum had seen such flowers at all. Yeah, I give you a glimpse of it. That day, on the valedictory day, Mr. Prabhakar Koreji had come. He is the eminent personality in Belgaum who saw these flowers and he said, Mrs. Naik, you please come to my office. Next week, we are going to have a special assembly session, which is going to be the first of its kind in Belgaum. And I want you to do the floral decoration for that event. This was the turning point. I was like, I and my husband were like, jumped in joy. We both went there to him and got the first order of our big event. Belgaum, the flower show was first of its kind, and now the assembly session was going to happen first time in Belgaum. So this is how it took me there, and this was the first ever big order we got, and thus Blossoms was born. ये थी मेरी journey as an entrepreneur. Now I would like to share some more things, some more photographs which I've been doing. But before that, I would like to tell you all, if you have heard me clearly and understood how I went step by step to set up my career as florist. Firstly, we started growing flowers. This is how I started. This may not be in everybody's case. Nowadays, you are getting flowers everywhere. It's readily available from many markets, and people are growing for you, and you have to just do the value addition of it. Secondly, what I did was to make it better economically viable. I took training in value addition and set up a decorating events. Conducted the flower show to make my identity. Again here, 14 years ago, this was the need for me. I had to do the flower show. I had to identify myself in the public, and create an identity of myself. But now, this is also not, don't get scared. This is also not needed that you have to do a flower show to get into your business. This is readily available. So it is easy for you. It is now, I can say now for you people, it is a little cakewalk. And again, added to this, I did a little more by doing flower library in offices and hotels. This can be one more added business, not only doing the events, decorating the events. Flower library is also one of the good paying business. And I've also entered into e-com business, that is delivering flowers, cakes and chocolates all over India and abroad to your near and dear ones on their birthdays, anniversaries. And I'm a member of Indian Florist Association, where there are around 350 plus florists who are connected all over, and each one professionally take care of each one's orders. Here, when I said take training, training is a must. Here, I would like to stress a few points. There was a small incident which I would like to quote here so that you people will understand it better. Why training is necessary. We usually hire karigars, more karigars when it is necessary. Otherwise, I carry on my work with myself. I do the arrangements and plus one employee who is there, he helps me out. In one such case, it so happened it was a marriage time and I had taken up a marriage decoration. And it was a small decoration, so I didn't think of hiring any people. And at the last moment, you don't get people. They're all freelancers. They get wherever they get good money, and that is the time they are in demand. So this was a small decoration which I had taken up, marriage decoration, and I knew I can manage with myself and that boy, the boy who was employed with me. This boy, 1 week before, he went off to his hometown just for 2 days. 2 days holiday, he took and went away. And till the day of decoration, which I had to handle, he didn't come. Whenever I called him, he used to say, "Madam, I am in the bus. मैं आ रहा हूँ, पहुँच रहा हूँ. अभी मैं हॉल में आऊँगा डायरेक्टली. आप सब मटेरियल लेके वहाँ पहुँचो. मैं आऊँगा." Next morning I have to finish the stage and previous night तक इसका यही चल रहा था. आ रहा हूँ, आ रहा. फिर हमने सब मटेरियल लेके गए वहाँ पे. लास्ट मिनट पे और कोई नहीं मिले. मैं और माय हस्बैंड डिड ऑल द बेसिक थिंग्स. ओएसएस फिक्स करना, उसको ग्रीन्स डालना, फिलर मटेरियल डालना, ये सब हमने बनाने चालू किए रात में. रात भर वो हो गया. और अर्ली मॉर्निंग द मैरिज वॉज एट 11 o'clock. अर्ली मॉर्निंग हमने उठ के वो सब पूरा फ्लावर्स डाल के मैं ऊपर चढ़ी सीढ़ी पे और नीचे से मेरा हस्बैंड फूल दे रहे थे. ऐसे हमने पूरा स्टेज द बैकड्रॉप सेट किया विथ फ्लावर्स. By 10:30 everything was set, everything was ready. And the, to tell you, the customer did not even come to know who has done the decoration, how many people they had, and how it all happened. This was a lesson to us. See, why I'm telling you here, if you are trained and you know your job well, you needn't have to worry whether the job gets completed or not. You should have the will to do it and you will really do wonders. This is how you should be. That is why here I am stressing, whichever field you take, you have to be totally trained what you are supposed to do. And the commitment to your work and dedication is a very major aspect here. And to tell you, this has made me the number one florist in the world. अभी blossoms बोले तो people will just blossoms को दिया है काम, फिकर छोड़ो. That lady will come, handle everything, do for you, and she will not give you any tensions. And on the right time, everything is set. These are the few arrangements and bouquets of various occasions I would like to share with you all. Creativity is more important. And sky is the limit again, I say. You can do anything anywhere. See here on the door decorations, you usually see there are traditional flower arrangements done. तोरण लगाते हैं. हमने exotic flowers का तोरण लगा के देते हैं. यहाँ पे कुछ भी ऐसा एक कबर्ड देखा. How this was in a मेहंदी program inside the house we have done. Various the combination should go well. And see here on a wall, a small piece on the wall. This highlights the whole area. If you can see the number of flowers I have used. Hardly anything. And here, onto the right side, you can see it's a big bottle, and on that I have just, this was for the flower demonstration I did. And to the left, a fruit bowl. फ्रूट्स के साथ फ्लावर्स और लीव्स ये डाला हमने. So there is creativity ko there is no end. And on the left you can see two tier arrangements. On the right, mushroom jaisa arrangement. Here again, the color combination, the number of flowers. I believe in not putting too many flowers at a time. I believe in few flowers, lots of greens, and here again with only two varieties of flowers, zebras and gladiolus. Here this is myself and Tejasvi, my husband. Here backstage decoration. And once you go and sit with the customer, you should be able to convince him. You should first know the pulse. What is the budget allocated for the flowers? Because flowers is the last thing people allocate the budget for. So you should know the budget and work accordingly. You have to get down to their budget and do things. This is all traditional flower decorations, arrangements. This is again at the entrance of the marriage hall. A traditional flower arrangement is being done. Car decoration. And this is how I keep working. Even if I have 10 workers at my hand and they are doing any marriage decoration also, I am also one of them. Demonstrations in Belgaum, I have given a lot of demonstrations. The flower carpet you can see on the left, the rangoli, petals rangoli. And this is the famous Suvarna Sauda decorations. Once the assembly sessions happen here every winter. Belgaum is the second capital of Karnataka. So when Suvarna Sauda, they have sessions, assembly sessions, we do flowers, fresh flowers. These are all for the college functions, convocations. Simply white, pure. And this is for the convocation of our famous institution, Scaly. This is again Kaylee. And here are the lamp decorations. Lamps are ready for the lighting. This is again a lamp decoration. Here are the podiums. And this is when our beloved Prime Minister visited Belgaum. I had the opportunity. ऊपर का आप देख रहे हो वो स्टेज था और नीचे हमने पोडियम का उनका क्रिएट किया था. This is for the baby shower. So there's a lot of noise.
Excuse me, Amit Nokwal, please mute your microphone.
The festivals. At home, we keep small Ganpatis and small pujas are done. Some people keep for 1.5 days, some people for 5 days, some people for 10 days. So these are the flower decorations we give them, which can last long for 10 days also. These are for Lakshmi Puja and Ganpati festival. And all these festival pujas, I do it personally. I go there and do it personally. This, if you believe, if it is 5 by 5 feet ka decoration, it looks small on the screen, it's 5 by 5. This has been created for a Lakshmi Puja. And again for a small Ganpati, we had created such designs. And the background here you can see is that everything is eco-friendly. Banana leaves we have done this backdrop. Here again for a puja, and these are dry flower arrangements. Here I would like to say I did a few arrangements for Mr. Amol Palekar, a famous actor. For his 70th birthday, his wife Sandhya approached me and she asked me to give flower arrangements to present it to his friends. I went to Pune, stayed with my sister-in-law for 10 days because I cannot create them here in Belgaum and transport it. It will all break up. So I went to Pune, stayed there for 10 days, did all the flower arrangements, whatever she needed on her guidelines, and delivered it to her at her house in Belgaum. And now, if we can talk about more about value addition in flowers. As I told you, there are value additions can be in many folds. Flowers can be, the garlands can be just made of full flowers. And there are petals, rose petals are used to make the garlands. You can just think of an exclusive garland making business also. Flowers are grown in abundance, plenty. And in that, you can create the garlands like this using all flower petals of different kinds. See here, there are some additions to it. The pearls and the beads can be used here, and these garlands can be made for for pujas, everything. This is the tiara, the headdress, the beni, what we call. ये भी कर सकते हो आप स्पेशलाइज इसमें हो के सिर्फ ये बना के दे सकते हो. Florist or a floral flower decorator or an event manager and just start making these exclusively and supplying to him. This can be another added business, exclusive business. And there are, you can do the oil extraction. There are essential oils which are needed. You can extract those oils, and in roses you can extract the gulkan, make gulkan and supply to the sweet smart fellows, and the other like jasmine and lavender and things like that. You can extract oils in that, and perfumes can be done out of this. That also can be an added value business for you people. Natural dyes are also extracted from the flowers, from the fresh flowers. Now there is one big in thing happening. You all have heard about the Nirmalya. During all festivals, even at home, we collect a lot of Nirmalya. The flowers are being used for the gods. In temples, flowers are used everyday basis. And to dispose these flowers is a big task. In temples, these flowers are been, if you see in Varanasi or in big places where in the mosque where the flowers are in used in temples, every morning we go and offer flowers. How to dispose these flowers? This has become in 2013, government also introduced some schemes, and there are some people who came up and they wanted to make use of these Nirmalya. This is called Nirmalya, the used flowers. And all these flowers they were left in the rivers, and these used to pollute the because flowers are lot of chemicals are used to grow flowers, and these chemicals get into the water and they used to spoil the total ecology. So now I will play a video where you can just have an idea what is being done. Before that, this is the awareness. I will. This is one awareness. I will show you how the children have created. Just have a look at this awareness program.
Ganpati Bappa Moria! We have come together to request our country to change in including Sarvajanic, Gharguti, and Gauri idols. Just calculate the total amount of Nirmalya across Mumbai. Please use the Nirmalya Kalash set up near Visarjan points to drop the Nirmalya. The Nirmaya from this Kalash is segregated and recycled to compost, which is used as manure and goes back and mixes with Mother Earth. If you don't have a Nirmalya Kalash in your city, make a small pit in the mud in your society or your garden area and put the Nirmalya, it becomes compost. Let the offering go back to Mother Earth. Save our water bodies. It's a blessing as well. Ganpati Bappa Moria!
Yeah, could everybody see this awareness video?
Yes, madam. It was clearly visible, and
Yes.
voice was coming nicely.
Could everybody see this video? Now, I will share with you another video wherein first video was about the awareness and making of compost. You can convert the Nirmalya into compost, and that compost also can be sold. And now I'm going to share another video wherein people are doing too many works like making agarbattis and dhoop and compost, and they are selling it in a larger quantity. This
Ganpati Bappa Moria!
one minute, just a minute.
Uh, Dear students and listeners, please be in line. Uh, Madam might have lost connectivity, so she will be joining very soon. So please stay tuned.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
hello, hello.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sorry. In between, I think when I was playing the video, the link got cut off.
Actually, I conveyed the message to students. They are right now in the session.
In this session. Okay, shall I play that video again, sir? Which was for value addition.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, please, please, ma'am.
Yes. Sorry for the disturbance. I will just play it again.
When we started questioning our like century old religious practice, people thought that it was really nuts. And I took it upon myself that it can be done. And today we sell a pack of incense every minute, and we've raised $1 million. It's about $900 that I'd saved. My name is Ankit Agarwal. I'm the founder and CEO for Help is Green. We turn flower into power. Every year, more than half billion Hindus go to temples and worship flowers. All these sacred flowers are dumped into water bodies like the river. All the pesticides that are used to grow these flowers mix with the river water, making it highly toxic. Why not have a solution which is simple, scalable, and effective? We collect these flowers and make eco-friendly, organic, and natural incense from real flowers. The whole thing is something is now circled back into the economy and giving us a new purpose. We started thinking of what else can we make out of these flowers. Currently, we are developing the world's first biodegradable organic styrofoam made from temple flowers. We've been also researching on how to make animal-free leather out of flowers. This idea can be something more than an environmental project, and it can actually transform lives through flowers.
Hello, hello. Yeah. This was this was another video what we shared about the value addition which can happen in a larger scale. Uh, Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Children, do you have any students? Do you have any questions? This was my journey as an entrepreneur, right from growing flowers to be a florist.
Madam, are you end up with your presentation?
Yeah, my presentation is over. If there is any questions, I can just answer them. And I think the students will be convinced how to, there are a lot of odds when you are becoming an entrepreneur, but where there is a will, there is a way. And
Uh,
I always like to say it with flowers, be it any occasion.
on my behalf also, I have put request to student in chat box also. So
Okay.
if any question is there from student side, madam can resolve that one. So any questions from student side? Student can even share your queries in chat box. So I will read them out for you, students. Uh, there is one query is coming from student, madam.
Yeah.
Uh, from where we can learn about flower arrangement for startup.
Okay. Nowadays, there are some certificate courses also happening. You can make inquiries on the Google, or the best way is if there are anybody who are doing very well in the floral decorations, you can take guidelines from them. And all this is by this is every day's innovative. You have to use your brains and put your heart into it, and then only you can come up with the new ideas. So once you know the basics of it, then it is really very easy to go ahead. There are some courses you can just Google up and see. Mr. Vivek Lad, you can keep in touch with me also.
Uh, there is one message from student
Amar,
side that
yeah.
they might not be having any question, as you rightly mentioned in the chat box that students have convinced about your journey for becoming an successful entrepreneur, and they are asking for your email ID, phone number, and other details. So I will let the details pass on to students, man.
Yes, sir. You can share my details with them. I'm always there to help.
And so we have come to the conclusion of learning number 9, which is on value addition in class by Mrs. Asha Naik, madam. So it was really very convincing and important learning for the students how to become a successful entrepreneur. You showed the whole of your journey where you started from textile business, then later on shifted to floriculture, then into the value addition, and made so many assignments accomplished successfully. And now I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Asha Naik, madam, for sharing her journey of becoming a successful entrepreneur in floriculture, particularly value addition in flowers, and highlighting the potential of flowers in business purview, and also sharing tips and wits with directional approach for a success in entrepreneurship. Thank you very much, madam, for becoming a part of this important learning being imparted by Navsari Agriculture University on virtual mode during Corona pandemic. And I think it is not only the students of NAU, but the students from other SAUs have joined the session, and number is, I think, good looking. And simultaneously, we are on live YouTube Live, and as Director of Research from Karnal, sir was also saying that because of busyness of students in midterm exams, so they might view it later on in our YouTube Live link. That is being recorded. So thank you very much, madam.
Thank
And
you, sir.
and I also want to extend my thanks to all the respective sirs who have joined this particular session, and of course, most important listener of these learnings are our students. So thank you all students, not only the NAU but all across the SAUs of India. So thank you very much for being a part of this learning session today. So we are also having now second learning of today's session, and that will be handled by Dr. Alka Singh. So we in line or stay tuned. Thank you. Would you like to say anything, Asha Naik madam?
Sir, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you madam.
Thank you.
So friends, we are about to start our second learning of the day,
One second, one second.
that is
We went off.
scope of floriculture for entrepreneurship. So as we listened earlier in this session regarding the success of Asha Naik madam, how she became an entrepreneur in floriculture. So what are the other scopes and what are the different horizons of floriculture which we can explore to become a entrepreneur? So very shortly, Dr. Alka Singh, Professor and Head Department of Floriculture and Landscape Architecture, will be joining the session, and it's my request to be in the session. She will be joining very shortly within 2 to 3 minutes. Students, please be in line because she might be facing some connectivity problem. So she will be delivering an important talk on scope of floriculture for entrepreneurship. So stay tuned, please. Well, students, I just had a talk with Dr. Alka Singh. She is on the way and she will be delivering her talk within 5 minutes. So please stay tuned. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you very much for your kind patience, students and respected sirs. So as I got the message from Dr. Alka Singh, there was a important meeting with the Vice Chancellor sir. So being head of the Department of Floriculture, she was there in that meeting. So within 2 to 3 minutes, she will be in the learning session. So please be tuned. Good morning, ma'am. Your voice is not coming.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, yes, it is now audible.
Okay, fine.
So, wait is over, students. As the madam was busy in one of the important meetings with Vice Chancellor, sir. So, sorry for the inconvenience. So, now let me introduce our next speaker, Dr. Alka Singh, madam, who is a professor and head in the Department of Floriculture and Landscape Architecture, Aspi College of Horticulture and Forestry, Navsari Agricultural University. She is also MD of one of the module being run in this college, and that is protected cultivation of high value horticultural crops. She has a lot of achievements in her career. To begin with, uh, she had been Young Fellow Award in 2006, Society for Recent Development in Agriculture, Meerut UP. Then she has done international training, and more recently, in the year 2019, Madam was conferred with Floriculture of the Year 2019 award for her work done in the floriculture by the Indian Nurserymen Association. Secondly, in the same year, she was also conferred with Distinguished Scientist Award for work done in floriculture and landscape by the High Tech Horticulture Society at Global Meet on Science and Technology 2019 at Ajmer. So there are so many list of work and achievements made by her in the field of floriculture, but the time we are falling short of. So now I would directly request Madam to take over the session on scope for floriculture for entrepreneurship. Dr. Alka Singh, madam, please.
Ji, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sanjeev, for this brief introduction about me. Good morning, everyone, all my dear students. So, let's start with the presentation. The slide is visible to everyone. Doctor, slide is visible properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Anji. So, the topic is scope of floriculture for entrepreneurship. Uh, this is the lacuna of this pandemic that we couldn't go ahead with more practical approach, like we couldn't involve you in practical learning through this experiential learning program. Hence, with this new approach we have come up, and I really thank Dr. Sanjeev for keeping up so much of efforts. He has put up so much of efforts so that the best people could connect with you and who could guide you properly, and they could enrich you with this with your subject, so that you can further go ahead with this approach of entrepreneurship. Because basically experiential learning program is basically made it is aimed for development of entrepreneurship, so that the skill you gather, with this skill you start something of your own. Like, you don't have to depend for earning money on any job, be it private or be it in public sector, right? Now, since floriculture, it's not something which is to be eaten. It flowers are don't meant to be edible. However, there are flowers which are having good properties which you can eat them also. So, how do you feel when you go into a field of flowers? You feel like a child. You literally feel like you are a child. That is what feeling arises when you are in a field which is comprising of flowers. Now, my question is, what do you understand by floriculture? Hmm? If you separate this term flori plus culture, anyone who can answer me, you can just keep your mic on and answer. I like to be interactive, but this is the shortfall limit of online program, because I cannot see you. I just don't know how you're understanding, or whether the topic is interesting to you or not. That is the limitation we have through online system. When it is one to one, when I can see you like face to face, it's more better. So anyone who would answer me, what is floriculture?
Madam, one just has put a message on chat box, so I
Let's
will read
आप
out.
कर दीजिए, because I'm not able to see the chat because my
Yes,
screen is
yes,
shared.
I
Yes.
will read out for you. So, one of the
Hmm.
students is conveying its definition as commercial cultivation of flowers.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I'll explain you uh, in a better way, because you should be very clear with all these terminologies in horticulture, since you are becoming now, you'll be BSc honors horticulture, all of you. Every definition, and it should be complete. It should be very clear. So when it comes to floriculture, flori plus culture. So culture, that is taken from the word cultivation, hmm? And flori, it represents flower. It has taken up from flora. Flora, as you all know, flora refers to all the plant species, refers to the complete plant species of a particular region. That is flora. But here, flori refers to flower. And Flora has been a goddess also in Roman mythology. She was a goddess of flowers. So that way also, from that mythology also, this word has been picked up. Floriculture, that is cultivation of flowers. But is floriculture just a cultivation of flowers? Anyone? Okay, I think that would take more time if I ask and then you answer. Uh, it is just not mere cultivation of flowers. Okay, it is growing of flowers as well as ornamental plants, plants which are meant to be for ornamental purpose. So it includes other skills related to flowers, like be it floristry, be it gardening, be it landscaping. Okay, so everything is comprised in this term called floriculture. So I would say it is a culture that is enriched with the beauty of flowers and ornamental plants.
Excuse me, madam.
Hanji.
Two answers I am getting from students in the
Okay,
chat box,
okay,
and
please read it. Hmm.
one from Twinkle Tandale. She is bifurcating these two words as you mentioned, and
Hmm.
another one, Nidhu Vimani. She is saying that art and knowledge of growing flowers to perfection.
Okay. So what I want to emphasize here is it is not just connected with flowers, but it is connected with all kind of ornamental plants. So everything related with ornamental plants, like gardening, landscaping, floristry, everything is included with this floriculture. So that should be very clear to everyone. And this is the one of the most dynamic and advanced sectors of this contemporary agribusiness now, floriculture. Now, anyone who tell me what is the value of floriculture or what is the value of ornamental plant? Anyone? Hmm? So basically, you all know flowering plants or ornamental plants play a significant role in environmental scenario. Hmm? And second most important part it plays is on the emotional and psychological impact as well as health. And here we are covering about socio-economical because uh, when we talk about scope, it is economics that is important. Like you have to earn money out of it. But how you will earn money? First, you have to show the importance of floriculture. So, being a floriculturist, or I would say being a horticulturist, if you want to venture into this floriculture business, it is very much important that you understand what is the role of flowers in life. Then only people will buy them. Na? So, it is very important part of your marketing. Fine. Because as you all know, everywhere you find a chaos kind of situation. There's so much of population explosion, so much of pollution, and every day we hear that pollution is much on rise, and that is causing lot of eco imbalance in our life. It is also causing stress, and this has caused a lot of scarcity resulting into deforestation, and it is somehow affecting our lifestyle and our health. Hmm. So this is the problem, common problem, and very much intense uh, in our scenario in Indian conditions because of high population. And it is also correlated with death. This is very sad to know that along with COVID-19 crisis, even this pollution is a major threat, and it is somehow triggering our heart and respiratory related problems just like COVID. And as per WHO report, 9 out of 10 people breathe air which is contaminated. Okay, so the figures are quite alarming. And there are a lot of effects, like you may have felt like when you are in the town where, especially in metro cities, where a lot of pollution is there out of this traffic areas, in highly traffic areas, you will feel the nauseatic effect, you will feel the headache, you will feel breathing difficulties, lot of fatigue kind of, you feel tired, your eyes get irritated. So these are the side effects. Second thing is ki urban heat island effect is also you must have experienced. Like the moment you enter a campus, right, students, when you enter campus, you feel cool, you feel temperatures bit low, and when you enter, when you go to the city, like near that tower area, you feel the heat. So this is what is called urban heat island effect. Like when you are away from a place where vegetation is less and more concrete area is there, you feel the heat. So that is also on rise. This you will feel in almost all buildings and places which is having more traffic, as compared to a place which is having a park or which is having good landscape. And that's what is happening in the outer region. But same things happening with indoor air quality as well. Now there are many factors even inside your home, inside your offices, which is causing air pollution, many things. Hmm? So be it your kitchen area, or be it your aerosols, what you use for air freshener sprays, or artificial colors being used, paints being used, hmm? all these things. Then you use disinfectants, because now we are using a lot of disinfectants because of this um, COVID pandemic. Solvents you use, then this foam padding in your furniture, all these things, they somehow cause indoor air pollution. So there becomes a necessity that you have indoor plants that can help to clean your air. And there's a report from Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation from 2016. It says that 2.6 million people died prematurely owing to household air pollution. Now, this figure is very, very alarming. Hmm? So, these are the three things which is causing a problem: urban pollution, hasty lifestyle, because we are living a very fast life, and space is less, and that is why air quality is very poor inside our home. And it is identified that around more than 300 volatile organic compounds are responsible as indoor contaminants. Hmm? And of course, the light and humidity is also less. Now, here the potential can be the potential is with the plants to rescue us from this chaos, and especially ornamental plants, because ornamental plants they give a more aesthetic effect, they give us a good feel. And this you'll find even from our old teachings like Rig Veda. In Rig Veda, it has been mentioned that our universe, the sky is like father, earth is like mother, and space is their son. So the universe consisting of the three is like a family. So we have to take care of our family. And as per Atharva, the plants and rocks destroy poisons. So here it refers to pollutants can be removed through plants. In Mahabharata, it says that even if one tree full of flowers and fruit is in a village, then the place becomes. This is how the importance of horticulture is being seen. Hmm? Then in Puran, one who plants a people, one neem, one banyan, two pomegranates, two oranges, five mango trees, and 10 flowering plants or creepers. So that is how with other fruit plants or vegetables, there is importance of flowering plants. We cannot ignore them. Reason being that they of course clean air like other plants, but they are aesthetic. They give a good feel also to us. And we have been having close association with tree worshipping. So tree worshipping भी कहाँ से आया? किस लिए आया? So that people don't destroy plants. People don't destroy trees. So even that concept has come up. फिर एक sacred act, it has been associated with plants, like Gautam Buddha got enlightened with under Ficus religiosa, and this beautiful tree of beauty of monosperma. It has been said to have a origin with Lord Brahma. Hmm? So this is how you will find in stupas also this practice of women worshipping trees and plants. Now another important criteria, why I'm stressing on these things, because flowers, when a plant is having flowers or a plant which is beautiful, it is having emotional and psychological impact. How? The beautiful colors flowers have, beautiful texture they have, then the fragrance they have, that all affects a human psyche in a positive manner. And that is what is reflected in Japanese garden style. I know, because you are in the last year of your BSc honors, you have studied different styles of gardening. So in that Japanese garden style, if you remember, it is based on to bring up spiritual and mental tranquility. So hence plants, flowering plants or ornamental plants have been correlated to bring positive attitude. It emphasizes creative ability, boost work performance, and acts as a stress buster. Now, this is, I'm not just saying without any scientific base. There is scientific base, and lots of studies, psychological studies have been done. And it also says that even the recovery rate in patients is high if we have plants in hospitals. Even the concentration of and focus of students is much better as per some studies, that if we have plants in classrooms, the attendance is better, especially for kids. And this you will find uh, in our own tradition, like Shantiniketan. Tagoreji had brought this concept of studying below the trees. And now this is what is being practiced in the developed countries. Like I've seen this in US, I've seen this in Europe. Like especially for kids, they have classes in a park kind of condition, or in schools they have lots of plantation. And instead of just teaching them on blackboard that this is leaf, this is flower, this is, they just take them outside and just show them everything. So this is how they remember. Then there's a beautiful book by Richard Love, Last Child in the Woods. Here he emphasizes on um, connecting children with plants. So that way, the disorder, which is attentive disorder, which is seen in students, like especially children, they are not stable. They just want to run here and there, and they cannot focus. So that can be improved if they have trees, or if they grow up with plants nearby. Now, this is a survey that says that plants improve your job satisfaction. So if you have plants on your desk, one or two plant, it is said that you are more happy. Now let's talk about floriculture scenario. Area around 3,24,000 hectares. Cut flower production was around 8.23 lakh metric tons. Loose flower was around 19 lakh 62 thousand lakh metric tons. And this is as per National Horticulture Board. And the next year data is estimate has come, but that I have it's only just estimate. The final figures have to come, because um, again this year during this COVID crisis there was a setback with floriculture, so the figures may not be the same. However, there has been a rise in plant sale from nurseries, but the thing is the data is not available about pot plant industry. The data is not available of plant sale. So as I said, floriculture is not just about flowers and cut flowers. We understand it like that. Most of the students, they say that it is cultivation of flowers. It is beyond that. It includes ornamental plants also. Hence, the contribution what we are getting from landscape gardening, contribution of ornamental nurseries, contribution through value addition in floriculture. All that data is not available, but it is much high. And that is why I always say that entrepreneurship opportunities are quite bright when it comes to floriculture, because here we are just not confined to having land and then you grow flowers. It is not like that. So first thing I would say is about greenhouse technology. So you could be a greenhouse technocrat or greenhouse consultant. If you have the skill, you can go for a job. But if you can afford, and there are very good schemes in government schemes, like through NHM, through NHV. Especially we have very good schemes through NHM, National Horticulture Mission. We will be having one lecture, I think it is on 14th of December, where you will be given all kind of information on schemes. And जो विनोद भाई Desai, who has given you, I think first lecture was of him about subsidy and how the project is to be filed up. There you know that it is very good, because around 65% subsidy is available. So you have to invest around 35%, and then you can go ahead with this project. Reason being is you should have land, or you can go for on lease with someone. So it is a wonderful project, and having good economic growth in greenhouse cultivation of flowers. There are around more than 20,000 hectares of land under protected cultivation, but that includes vegetables as well. So looking to our condition, gerbera and rose Both flowers are good. More than rose, gerbera is preferable. People have shifted from rose to gerbera. Reason being that in rose there is a problem of they should have the knowledge of framework development that very few have. So students from our college, they can get trained in this, and that expertise you can develop here easily. And in Gerbera, there's not much of that framework structure to be developed with plants, so that is easy to grow. And having very good economics in these crops, around in 1 acre around 6 lakh to 8 lakh. And the farmers who are doing it very well, like they're taking good care of your project and also marketing well, they have earned even more. And some data is available, some surveys have been done by some of the students, so that is wonderful. And the next crop, which is most economical, which is having most I would say, which is most desirable, that is orchids, dendrobium. And it is perfect for our South Gujarat condition. And you just have to take care that humidity has to be maintained. Because reason being is कि orchid जो market में है, in market around 60% of flowers, orchid flowers, they are coming up, uh, they are being imported. So the demand is more, hence you can go ahead with uh, this. And then pot plant business, because now everyone wants plant, even if you don't want flower. बहुत सारे लोगों को घर में फूल नहीं खरीदेंगे, but they will want to buy plants. So pot plant business is very good. It is on rise. Indoor plants या फिर outdoor plants. So you can have in greenhouse, you can go ahead with this. Either flowering, cut flowers, you can even go ahead with developing of pot plant for outdoors. Now, these are a few photographs I've taken from Europe. I've seen there ki people they like to have plants which is low in height. ऐसे छोटे छोटे rose plants या छोटे plants which are low in height, so they can place them anywhere, even in offices, windowsill and all. That is in demand. So you have to keep changing as per the demand, and you have to keep on bringing new things. Here a lot of mechanization has also come up, like media mixture, then for seed sowing also. And there in Denmark, I've seen that they've gone for robotic system. Through robot, they go for plant selection, sorting of plants, breeding of plants, like that. And you'll be happy to see Mr. Nirmal Shah in this pic. Is Mr. Nirmal Shah. Uh, he's having his company at Plants Unlimited, known as Plants Unlimited at Kalamazoo, USA. He's ISP alumni. Hmm? He did his BSc during the same year which I did. So in 98 he completed his BSc from ISP College, and then he moved to US. And you can see here he has developed this beautiful greenhouse with all kind of plants, and he's supplying plants throughout the country. This is then in pot plants. It is, if you go for soilless, it is more in demand. This you can see at our project on soilless system, and two varieties which we have released, that is Gujarat Adenium 1 and this is Gujarat Adenium 2. And then one can go ahead with multi-grafting approach. Even the multi-layer planting can be done to have more, for better utilization of space in greenhouse, to make it more economical. Then succulents and cactus, they are also in much demand. The ornamental plant nursery industry, as I said, that salient love for greenery is on rise, and people want to have plants. So foliage plants, be it it could be, or it could be just for turf, it could be for lawn, it could just go, you can go ahead with just rose. You can also have a corner with all kind of garden center things, like you can go for pots, growing media, fertilizer, garden adornments. At one single place you can have everything. Then shipment. Because when you are dealing with pot plants, you should know how to ship your plants. ठीक है, तो आप को आप उसको कैसे शिपमेंट करेंगे? फॉर दैट यू हैव टू गो फॉर soilless system, because soilless it becomes light in weight. Then how you package your rooting of the roots of your plants properly, and then you can even go ahead with this online system of plant supply. So these are the centers in our country where these plant production centers have been developed. Then one can go ahead with cacti and succulents, because lot of demand of cactus and succulents. People are crazy to have succulents and this thing. The next approach should be landscaping, highly promising, because in new residential societies, home gardens, even roadsides, there is demand of gardening. Like this, you can see. This is just near our अवध आप लोगों ने देखा होगा society. So this is how the new modern societies are coming up, where there is demand of landscaping. So when a new society is being planned, there is space for park, there is place for good landscaping. So the demand is much high for this landscaping. So if you can initiate with this business, even for small home gardens, there is requirement of landscaping. Small lawn areas in small societies, then outdoor living room also. Even for small spaces, you can develop an approach area. You can develop a living area if you have some space near your house. Even with flowers, you can have some herbs, medicinal herbs. Now, roadside, as I said, roadside plantation or the landscaping of medians is very important. Trees on the roadside and the medians which you have, like this here, there's demand for good landscaping like this. So the photographs I'm showing here. And this is traffic island, that is also much in demand. Like if you have the skill, you can start with this um, business. Then landscaping is in high demand because of the new trend of landscaping that has come up for airports, for railway stations, for bus depot, for institutional landscaping, um, ecotourism. Now these are some of the photographs I'm showing uh, that are of airport. Now this is Delhi airport. The road which is reaching to the Delhi airport, you will see beautiful landscape. This is beautiful traffic island and nice landscape. This is inside the airport of the importance of pot plants, and the new concept that is of rooftop gardening, vertical gardening, farmhouse development, ecotourism, that is also much on rise. You will see this is what is vertical gardening. This was done by your seniors. No? We had involved your senior students when they were in ELP in making this vertical wall. Then there are so many concepts have come up. Like this is something which is, you can replace it, you can transport it, and then simply you can hang plants in a string like this. Then farmhouse development. Now industry having demand of landscaping. Why? Because they want to have a clean air for the visitors. Secondly, they can start with ecotourism concept as well, right? Now this is rooftop, simple rooftop. You can go for extensive rooftop. This is what the department developed with the special efforts of Dr. Mukesh and Dr. Hardik. Rooftop garden, and that is much in demand. This is a farmhouse, again an ecotourism concept. Now these photographs which I'm showing, they are also being developed by one of ASPI alumni. Is Alpha Agro and Landscape Services, Mr. Sachin Ramankar. His talk has been there, I think, in this month itself. So he'll be talking more about how you can go ahead with this ecotourism. I'm just giving you glimpses, like how you can proceed with this concept. Like sky's the limit when it comes to floriculture. This is ecotourism. This particular photograph I've taken from this Statue of Unity on 31st of October. One more program was organized. This glow garden has been developed over there. So with that glow garden, this nice display of plants and floriculture was also done. Hmm? In different schemes of government, you can see this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Mandhan Yojana, and all these different schemes were displayed through floriculture. Here you will see. So then skill development, all these different schemes have been displayed through floriculture. So this is how the demand is there for ecotourism. Then people want gardening even for small spaces, but they don't have knowledge. So you can show your expertise in balcony gardening, in small vertical gardens, even at smaller areas you can go ahead with these hangings. Even inside the home, you can show through display of plants on stands, and a lot many things. But you've got to have all kind of knowledge about plant material, about soil growing media, soilless system, water availability, your design, plants, pots, accessories, and some more accessories like fountains and these rocks and stones. Everything you should know about it. Then next concept that comes up is about value addition based opportunities in floriculture. So you can go ahead with this dry flowers, essential oil, natural dyes or colors, flower designing, arranging floral adornments. डॉक्टर साहब कितना टाइम है हमारे पास? Hello, Dr.
Madam,
Sun.
we have 10 minutes more.
10 minutes. So I'll finish in 10 minutes. That is why. So you can go ahead with this value addition based things. And here this is very interesting. If you will see that in floriculture exports, around 60% role has been of dry flowers. And it's not very complicated. It is something, if you take interest, you can learn and you can earn. Hmm? And these are the figures I'm showing of last 4 years, and in this year also there has been export of around 308 crore. Before that it was around 500 plus crores of rupees, and in that 60% has been of dry flowers. So basically dry flowers are for two purposes. What is being exported, one is for home decor and one is for home fragrance. So this is what is home decor and this is what is home fragrance. This home fragrance, what you understand by pot puree. Pot puree is just a collection of dry flowers and plant material with some essential oils added to it, so it gives good fragrance and it works like air freshener. So you can have this home fragrance industry also. Mostly these industries, they have been localized in Tamil Nadu. However, the planting material is collected from West Bengal, Orissa, MP, Andhra Pradesh, northeastern states, and Bihar. At present, around 60 private companies have been operating in Kolkata and Tuticorin. And these are the main players of dry flower exporters: Ramesh Flowers, Pona International, Ziba Flower, Natural Decorations, and Salon Spices. Now, just showing you a glimpse of the factories, how these dry flowers are being manufactured. Manufactured meaning they are being processed, colored, and dyed. This is for home decor, and you can explore a lot. Like even from our Gujarat state, you can find out many species which can be explored for dried ornamental purpose. I'm just showing you a few slides just to give you an idea, like how you can go ahead by selection of different kind of exotics. Like they the word they have given exotica, but it is about some plant pots and coverings which are being colored, dyed and colored. Okay, even that way cones and curls are being made. Many leaves you can collect, dry them, color them. This is the list of plants with ornamental flowers, a big list. And this is how the balls are being made. Then many plants have ornamental stems and branches. So this is how sticks are being made, and this is pot puree. This is what is the product which is being exported from Ceylon spices. Then even such kind of frames can be made. Then natural dyes from colors, because the colors of flowers, they are very good, they are eco-friendly, they are not having any skin allergy, and they have the uh, importance of being good for health, like they are rich in antioxidants. So this is the list I'm showing. Special is Butea monosperma, then Dahlia impatiens, of course marigold. Marigold, you know, a lot of things are being made from by extraction, pigment of marigold. Then this essential oil, they have a lot of medicinal importance, and aromatherapy has come up through this essential oil industry. That one can go ahead. And another important part is about flower arrangement. We already had a lecture from Mrs. Asha Naik. Hmm? Beautiful. She has explained about how she started this business and how it is. She's been flourishing these flower decorations. Even during COVID time, she was preparing, and people were coming at her place and collecting, because that's the art she has developed. And you'll be happy to know about this arrangement also. It has again done by Mr. Mayank Rami. He's also been our SP alumni. He was a student. He left his PhD. You know, he was doing PhD. He had even cleared his NET examination, but he decided that he would do something of his own. And he's just doing marvelous work in terms of this flower designing. Not only flower designing, he's also into landscaping. Sometime we will make you interact with him as well. So different decorations you can see on stage. Big flora bouquet factories are available online, and this is also car decoration done by some of our students only. Then ikebana is again a beautiful art. You can expertise in that. Loose flower art. Then lots of associated business with floriculture. If you're doing some business to floriculture, you can also associate other, like you can go ahead with statues, different pots and planters. You know, so many different type of pots and planters have come up. So you can have a shop with all such kind of accessories. Then stands. So our efforts, I'll just show you these few clips. This is your seniors dealing with the pot plants. Your seniors, just recent batch, last year batch, did the orchid plantation. They have done this gerbera plantation, and this is how we organized an exhibition also. This time I would be really missing you all. If you happen to come after a month or two, we can again think of organizing an exhibition where you get exposure to how you can arrange plants, how to arrange them, how to make dish gardens, how to make terrariums, and how you do marketing. And you know, people, students who visit, like they are very enthralled to see, and people buy plants very lovingly. These are few trainings we have organized through Agriculture Skill Council of India with Dr. Sanjeev on skill development on protected cultivation. Then on dry flowers, we held a workshop. These are some of the products which we made of dry flowers. Then training on value addition through fresh flower arrangement. This is about dry flowers. Students involved in making of dry flower products. Then we always held some kind of exhibition of what the skills you learn through value addition. This year we held this flower arrangement exhibition. This is all done by students. Then our students जो भी सीखते हैं वो फिर बाहर भी participate करते हैं, and they have gained prizes at national level also. Then every convocation our ELP students आप लोग ही involve होके करते हो, so we just don't know how the things would be this time. So yeah, I would say that life is filled with timeless opportunities. You need to seize every opportunity and make it great. It's a beautiful sentence spoken by Leila Akita. So it is up to you, like what you seize and how you make it up. So this is about all about floriculture. So many entrepreneurship opportunities are available. You have to explore and get into it. through your heart and soul, and then you will know the results.
So thank you very much, madam, for
Anji.
exposing the scope of floriculture for entrepreneurship. As you rightly mentioned that we all are missing students physically, and a lot of activities you have done previously in last year students, and which was presented to all students, and might have seen by the students of other SUs how we are actually dealing with these kind of activities under experiential learning program. And it is not only the one sector you mentioned. There are variety of sectors in floriculture where we can explore for entrepreneurship. So thank
Yes,
you very much, madam, for giving such nice presentation on scope of floriculture for entrepreneurship. And there could be some chat, some message came. Am I audible, ma'am?
Anji. Yes, yes, you are audible.
Actually, I got a message from in chat box that my voice is not coming clear, so might be facing problem at students level. So, is there any question from student side, or even you can share your queries in chat box? I will read them out for madam, so she will make you aware of the things. Okay, I think there is no question from student side. So we will now come to the conclusion of our 10th learning under webinar series being organized under student ready experiential learning program, and we are actually now coming up non-stop up to 15th of December, and the next day presentations would be, I would actually now be sharing my screen to show you the next coming up learnings.
Yes, fine. I hope students, for students, it is something
Madam,
very good. Hmm.
madam, is it visual? Is my presentation visible?
Yes, 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 visible, visible.
So, madam, as you highlighted that the importance of orchids, then indoor plants, then ecotourism. So, we have in our list next learnings, that is 11th orchids in greenhouse, and learning 12 production of quality planting material in indoor ornamental plants.
Fine, fine,
And
fine.
we, as madam mentioned that agro-ecotourism. So we do have one session in coming
Yes,
learnings on ecotourism also.
yes,
So,
yes, yes. Yeah. Hmm.
so thank you very much, students, for joining this session and being a part of this learning. Not only NAU students, but the students from other SAUs, and most importantly, the dignitaries who have also witnessed the proceedings of today's session, DR sir from MHU Karnal, and other dignitaries. I may not be knowing their names, but I am highly thankful to them for being a part of this learning. So thank you very much all for attending this session, today's session, and hope that you will be there in our coming sessions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
डायग्राम दे रखा है, कैसे टाइप की डायग्राम मैंने वो लिंक ऑन दे रखी है, ये की करने लगी